true name. Hello everybody, I'm GameSupply22 and welcome back to more Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. In the last video we did some occult stuff, not really any battling, but let's go ahead and keep going. It's not going to affect Examon for a while. I haven't seen Pete in a while. I doubt he's left Nakano Broadway, but something's been troubling him. Go find him. Yeah, where is that? Where is that little cat at? Maybe he's up at the cafe. No? Where has this cat gone? Hey, Pete. Oh, it's you, huh? Do you know what I am? Because I don't. I don't feel anything at all. Not a thing. What the fuck? What happened? What? Pete disappeared in front of you? Just come back here for now. A new case just came in that's cause for concern. It could be related to what you just witnessed. Dude, I feel like this is the part of the game that, like, freaks me out. Because, again, it was still, like, from what I said yesterday, it was like 2 in the morning, I was playing this game, my lights turned off. That scared the fuck out of me the first time I saw that. I was like, what the hell? This game can be scary when it wants to. I'll give it that. Ghost Cat Building. I've been looking for so long. My Miko, my poor cat. Please find Miko. This case comes in from Old Man Mizushima. You might remember him as the one behind those 4 urban legends he recently investigated with the occult club members. It well and truly is a small world out there, even when it feels bigger than ever in some ways. Anyway, he's tasked us with tracking down his cat. Frankly, during times like this, there's something to be said for a down-to-earth gig like this one. Mizushima said he'd been waiting for you at K Cafe, although he didn't actually state when. It wouldn't hurt to go ahead and check things out at the cafe, so go do that. Alright. Just take the elevator up and we should be good. Is that an earthquake? Welcome. Grab a drink, have a seat, and stay as long as you like. An earthquake? No, I didn't feel anything of the sort. So Old Man Mizushima's not in right now. Alright. You originally met him there early in the morning, right? Might as well come back at around the same time, see if he shows up. Damn it, you want me to come back here late at night? Okay, in the morning, that's fair. Let's head to the K Cafe. Old Man Mizushima should hopefully be there at this hour. Gonna be in for the jump scare of my life. Oh, it's you again. I've been waiting, you know. You stopped by yesterday afternoon but couldn't find me? You must have just had bad timing, kid. I've been waiting here forever for you. What's done is done. Let's just let bygones be bygones and start searching now. My Miko, you see, he's inside this wall here. What? Are you at K Cafe right now? I'm picking up readings of really strong digital wave vibrations from the 4th floor. It's a really huge current coursing through there. My money's on that old time capsule being the cause of them. What's that? An earthquake? No, I can confirm it's definitely not. There's no movement here on the 1st floor. You're just sensing the intense digital wet. Oh! It's... I don't want to know. It's better not knowing. Things are fine just the way they are now. It's better if they don't change. Please stop. Don't wake me from this. It's Miko! No, I'm Pete. Whatever you are, Miko, just come back to me. No, I can't. That's too much to ask of me. I'm not... Keith, please, leave me alone. Let things stay just the way they are. What? I'm sorry, Miko. I'm sorry. The fuck is going on? Ah, did I finally get through to you again? These vibrations have stopped for now, but the digital waves are still as intense as ever. There's something big brewing in there. As I suspected earlier, they're coming from that old vacuum tube computer inside the wall. The digital waves there are gushing out of there from an old intranet lines that computers hooked up to. So much so, in fact, that they're forming a cybernetic ley line, a digital line of sorts. If this thing persists, it's only a matter of time before the effects are felt in the real world. Keith, I need you to go inside that vacuum tube computer and do what you can to stop it. I'm counting on you. Alright, in we go. Please let me be. Don't wake me from this dream. What's going on with Pete? Only one way to find out. Also, I can see some items in these paths here. Alright. Wind guard. Too bad I can't zoom the map out more. But yeah, this is probably the most convoluted network I've seen. There are Gatomons here. Yeah, just Gatomons. Okay, there's a dead end back there. I can see an item from here. Luckily, I can see the sparkles from a distance, so I know like what areas to go for. Friendship twos. Okay, those will come in handy. What's over this way? I think this is just the way back. Oh, there's a Manzimon. Weird teddy bear that'll just kill you in your sleep. Oh, here we go. SP restraint chip C. I might use that. I still feel like I'm not far enough to dabble in bonus stats. I tend to wait to do that until way later, especially when I have the money to just blow on doing it just right then and there. Anyway, I think this is the exit this way. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. Well, this is a new digital space. Let me just go ahead and eliminate these encounters. Alright, let's take this elevator. Let's take this teleporter here. This one takes us down. There's items, and there's also attack restraint chip B. What are these? Nakano Broadway Construction Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to the major issue that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed, and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish had appeared en masse, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers, and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Kyoko and Keith. Keith asked me who I was, but I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete. That's my name. It made me so happy to have one. Names really are special things to have. Alright. So Nakano back in the 60s was actually a lake due to a pipe bust. And apparently a kid drowned there. Alright, let's jump down here and take these elevators. I don't know why I said elevators, they're teleporters. I can't speak correctly. Escape gate. But my inventory's full, so it's not like I need them. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 2. No blueprints exist for NB. In 1961, saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public works projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at that point that attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely there wasn't time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at the stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyume Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's a 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing, I can't dance, but what I can do is curl up and fall asleep in Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk with me so happily. Now what's this teleporter over here? Level 4 firewall. No problem. SP restraint champ B. I can't speak! I'm sorry, guys. What's this? Nakano Broadway Construction Part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost to some aspect of NB's integrity. The escalator, for instance, only connects the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors have also gone unused in the ensuing years. Such quirks are direct results of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshito told me that he and his son had been to the World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long that it made them tired. But he said his son still had a good time. People also call Yoshito Chief Mizushima. His full name is Yoshito Mizushima. Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out with his son much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito too, but he and I are always together in a computer room. So that's okay. I'm content. Okay, I think I'm starting to get some. I'm starting to put two and two together now. Okay, this just takes me back here. Now, where does this go? There's more data. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners, who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW was an exception to that rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that formal blueprints for NB were drafted until 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to fully grasp at that stage. Yoshito always has me sitting in his lap, petting my head all nice and gently. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Nico. Nico is a girl's name, but Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. I think I'm starting to see the underlying... I think I'm starting to see the line that's being drawn here. There's a rest point right there. I think this is the last piece of info. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 5. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded from the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the original purpose set forth for the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark, I can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark. I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito, Yoshito, please sit me in your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito, Yoshito. Now you know. Now you know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun. I thought I'd have to say this for a bit more. I have to say this a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the building's gonna collapse for sure. Who am I? Somebody, anybody, tell me. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshito's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Whew. Looks like the tremors have stopped. Just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't even have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Miko! Miko, it's really you! Yoshito, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone all this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I would have never lived to see Miko in my own eyes again. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer was still around, I lived here in this building away from my family. That computer room was where I used to work. The only family I've ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there, my memories of my family, Fuyumi, Yuki, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in there. He would join me in the computer room and we spent many hours together over the years. Eventually, they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall, like it was never there to begin with. It was around that time that I lost Miko, too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where he might have ended up and came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up and over time nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we can go back living together again. Thank you. I'll never, ever forget this day. I see. Nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. So our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall all along within that old vacuum tube computer from the American occupation days. And somehow, using the building's intranet, or rather the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Keith? We can't say for sure what the actual assimilation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. It's amazing just how much yet how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years is because of the digital wave abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. What's that? You mentioned towards the end, Old Man Mizushima said, now we can go back living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case he solved earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to an entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he was being reported, you think something would have gone differently. Wait. Got any theories you'd like to propose? Yoshito Mizushima. If you looked into his backstory, we'd be able to find our answer pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Ah, that's understandable. It's probably best we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the occult club kids know about this. I bet they have a real field day going after it. I mean, they came face to face with a real... You know what? Nah. Let's keep it to ourselves. Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Nakano Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living. The normal and the surreal. And now the physical and the digital. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. Damn. That's something, alright. Well, looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. We better get more clients to keep them warm. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Wonder what's happening outside here. Huh? Hey. Arata? Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I have a message for you. Come to Odaiba. Pseudo said that the weakened Examon will be heading back there. It's your chance to defeat Examon. Help Pseudo. Listen up, though. Come alone. Don't tell Kyoko or anyone else. Just you. See you later. I feel like I may have been threatened. But, anywho. That's going to be it for this video. Now, believe it or not, if you actually do give the wrong keyword, you do have to fight. You do have to fight Pete. And despite him being an in-training Digimon, he actually has a lot of HP. And he's a really... It's like, he's basically like a mega level... He's an in-training Digimon with like mega level stats. But I couldn't fight the poor guy. I couldn't. He's just confused is all. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, nonetheless. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you thought, share the video around, it helps me out. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel, ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload, join the Fox Army, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Till then, see you then.